All right, we are in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Face is already red. I've been here for a couple days now, a few days actually. So you know the drill, we gotta burn first before we tan. Here for a little bit. My guy Grant over here, but we're just chilling honestly. So we've been going to different gyms. We're in Naples for a little bit. Naples is cool. I've actually never been there, so that was my first time. I always thought it was like retirement community, but it's actually some young people there. Naples is really nice. I'm glad we went. Now we're back in Fort Lauderdale, going to a few different gyms down here, testing some stuff out, really just chilling, enjoying the warm weather. Back in Jersey, I think it's in the teens right now. Sometime last week was like the coldest day in 15 years, but it's heated up a little bit, but it's still in the teens. Anyways, out here in Florida, we got nice weather here. I'm getting some color, and honestly the most motivating thing of this trip has just been to get back into shape. And to the naked eye, to the average person, they'd probably look at me and think I was in shape, but to me, shirt off, shredded abs, that'll always be the top echelon. Being here has honestly just been motivating to get to that for the summer. So I will be going home in a couple days here, and the plan from there is going to be straight into a diet plan to get into shape. I'm about 235 right now, probably holding a little extra water from traveling. I was actually 237 this morning. The diet here hasn't been absolutely horrible, but it definitely hasn't been, a structured plan. Still trying to be mindful, but I am enjoying myself a little bit here and there, but that's all right. So right now, chilling in Florida, enjoying the last few days, couple days I have left here before going back to Jersey, before going back to cold weather. But I am excited to be back home, be back in my routine, go into a strict diet plan, and really start turning this thing up a little bit. It's funny because I do think every year I get into a better shape as the year prior. COVID was probably the leanest I've ever been, but I look back on some of those pictures and I was pretty small, not a lot of muscle maturity. So I like to think, every year since then that I do the bulk cut thing, I look leaner, or just as lean with more muscle. So again, 237, we'll call it 235 right now. The goal is probably going to be at least 220, maybe 215. We'll see. When I go home, I'll also be training jiu-jitsu again. I want to do a tournament possibly in April, so that'll be mixed in with the sort of bodybuilding type of training, but we'll see. I do want to build a plan for when I get home of what exactly I'm going to be doing, and then hit the ground running and really just truly be in it for 12, 16 weeks, get pretty diced, and then hopefully go on vacation after that. But out here in Florida now, we're vlogging a little bit. Vlogged our workout yesterday. Maybe I'll do a little vlog today, depending on where we go. Yesterday we went to Allstar gym. Pretty cool. It's like superhero themed. So all of the plates were like Captain America shield inspired, as were the dumbbells. And so pretty cool gym. I think we're gonna check out something a little closer to Miami today. So I'll be sure to at least show a little bit of that, if not the full workout. But Florida for the week. The gains prevail. Brutus. Yeah, shorty. Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Brutus and Sasha. What do we have here?
All right, we got a shoulder day here at Allstar Gym in Pompano Beach, Florida. Honestly, this gym is pretty sick. It's like superhero themed, but warming up here with just some rear delts, doing single arm rear delt flies, nice and easy, getting some blood into the shoulder and really using these as a warm up exercise. Now we're moving on to a lateral raise with dumbbells from a seated position. Again, moving blood around the delt, this time with the side delt. Not cranking a ton of weight here, still trying to warm up and just get some blood moving around. First compound movement, we have Smith machine presses from the front. So we're working the full shoulder here with a compound movement. Smith machine takes off some of the stability, so you should be stronger here versus a free weight barbell. Plus I'm sitting so I can drive through my legs for even more strength. Weights here are all in kgs, so it's a little weird, but the conversion is 2.2 pounds per 1 kg. So this is the equivalent to about 2 plates here, and it felt pretty good. Rear delt movement here. I don't know if I've actually seen this machine where you literally rest your head on a little pad right there, but anytime I visit a new gym, I try to use new machines that my gym doesn't normally have. So using stuff that I don't get to use regularly, and this one felt pretty good. With a rear delt, it's plate loaded, so it's just something different. And yeah, I like this one. Onto this lateral raise machine, so we're working this side delt here. So I've seen machines like this before where you kind of have to climb in, and I actually do not love them because I find myself a little too wide to get my torso in and arms under those pads to where I'm still getting the full range of motion and getting that stretch at the bottom. But this one was actually pretty nice. All the machines here are made by Real Leader gym equipment, so this one's actually not bad. I'm able to squeeze into it a little bit. And again, it's plate loaded in the back, so it's just something different versus a pure cable. Finishing off the shoulder here with some upright rows. So this is gonna work the full shoulder. It's gonna work the front delt, the side delt, and it's gonna work, you know, that upper back and those traps and rear delts. So really just polishing off the full shoulder here, working with upright rows. Onto a shrug right here. So this plate loaded shrug machine, working the traps, trying to get that ear to the shoulder. Most gyms have this machine, so you know it's not really anything new, but it's a different stimulus from holding a barbell or just a dumbbell at your side. It's a little more constant than a dumbbell. A little swing, which is fine at times. You know, there's a time and a place for swinging sometimes, and this was a moment for that. And we got a Jay Cutler special here. We're going behind the back shrug on the Smith machine. I think I've also seen Mike O'Hearn do these, but it just hits the trap at a different angle. It's a different stimulus versus the Smith, versus the free weight, versus the plate loaded like we just did. So change the angle and change the exercise.
Here we are, taking a little stroll down the street, walking a little bit, get some steps, some sun. Didn't end up going to Miami yesterday. Had a little delayed start to the day. So we ended up going to this gym in Boca Raton, Johnny O's. Pretty cool place. Outdoor section, indoor section, which I always like because you do not have that in New Jersey. So honestly, I liked it better than All-Star Gym. This place was pretty. Obviously, it wasn't as nice, it wasn't as polished, but I actually like that, to go in there, get a sweat, and get a good workout in. So I like that better than All-Star. Don't get me wrong, the machines are nice, but the mindset is just different in the gym like this. And after, we actually went to this place, Vito's Cafe, where they have somewhat of a viral chicken Caesar wrap. And I will say, I think it's freaking huge. Pretty worth the hype, if you ask me. I do like chicken Caesar wraps a lot, so that's a cool little thing. That was yesterday. So today, we're gonna go to the gun range, shoot a little bit, and I'll be going to Del Rey for a little bit. So I'll show the gun range. Not too shabby. Delray now, here for the last couple days, chilling, relaxing, and it does not get much better than this. Favorite place to visit in Florida, and we are here. Good old Atlantic Ave. Day spot, chilling. All right, back in New Jersey, and I fucked up. So I messed up with the whole YouTube thing. I know I said there's no excuses because I said I was gonna post one video a week, and I have not done that. I haven't posted a video the past 2 weeks, I don't think. So there's no good excuse for it. I said I was gonna do it, but I didn't. I thought I had a plan and I diverted from that plan. I think what it just really stems down to is this is like very uncomfortable for me. Like vlogging, talking to a camera, especially in public, it's just like uncomfortable. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's just something I have to get used to if I want to do this, that is. But back from Florida now, and I started my diet this week, which I will show what that is. I'll probably do a full day of eating soon, just to show what that looks like, and I'll explain what my training is going to look like because I'm lifting and I'm doing jiu-jitsu right now. So I need to give a breakdown of what that is, but Florida was definitely a good trip, and now I'm back home. No travel for a few months that I have planned right now. So the mode right now is go mode. It's really hone in on my diet. So cook everything, weigh everything, and just be super, super tedious. That's how I like to do it. I'm kind of like a all or nothing type of person. So being 100% makes it easier for me to follow, and I know I can do it. So that is what these next few weeks, couple months are going to look like. And then I'm honestly planning on just making a vlog every week about it, and definitely sharing, you know, the whole overview, when I make tweaks, how I make tweaks, my thought process behind all of it. This way anyone else out there can learn if they're interested. At the end of the day, that's how I learned, to be honest, just by watching Christian Guzman and then watching some other people do it and then just doing it myself. So I've been doing this since 2019, I think, where I bulk cut, and you learn something every time you do it, especially for your own self, for your own body. So I have 5 years of experience doing it. This will be the 6th year. And so that is what the content will be like moving forward. But Florida was good. It was a good break. For some reason, it didn't feel like vacation, but I'm looking back at it, I'm like, dude, that was definitely vacation. Like, you were just on vacation, you were chilling. Okay, that's all right. Now is the time to lock in and go full throttle with these next few months. So that is what that is going to look like.